yeah, if you think you're going to do it in your own strength, then you know what? Yeah, you can do it.
COVID, it's been helping people move their businesses from offline or brick and mortar to online.
Systems are more important than skills as an entrepreneur today.
It's totally okay to reinvent yourself.
Yes.
Multiple times, especially when you're an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Profitable Coaching Conversations with WendyY Bailey. If you're a coach, speaker, or industry expert, you're in the right place for sales and marketing wisdom and insight to grow your coaching business. Now, here's your host, Income Acceleration Mentor, WendyY Bailey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show. As always, I'm excited to bring you another amazing guest. Ty Goodwin is the CEO of That Marketing Agency. We're going to talk to her a little bit more about that because she recently rebranded. She's an instructional designer with more than 20 years of experience, and she brings all of that to support her clients in her marketing agency. Welcome, Ty.
I am so happy to be here, WendyY. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. We go way back. You know, we've known each other before we were who we are today, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember how far back we go. I know it'll be 19 years in June, but I know I've known you at least 10.
Yeah. It's been a great Facebook connection.
Yeah, for sure. So tell us about That Marketing Agency.
Yeah. So it's That Marketing Team, and we are a marketing agency.
Mm-hmm.
And, I started out as a coach. And one of the things I realized was that my clients, they're amazing at what they do, but where they struggle with is implementing marketing. And so we decided to become that marketing team that will literally take those things off their plate. And we say that, when you're tired of trying to be the CEO and the marketing department, you want to hire us to literally take all those marketing tasks off your plate. And so we specialize in lead generation for our clients, and even more specifically, helping people build quizzes to generate leads for their business.
Yeah, let's talk about that. How did you go from being an instructional designer? I know you were a coach and you wanted to move into more marketing, but quizzes is such a tiny niche. How did you move into that?
When I left my last day job, and I have been happily unemployed for 3 years, right? And when I left my last day job, I needed a list of people to sell my services to. And I worked at Lead Pages, which is a marketing tech firm. Some of you, your audience probably has used Lead Pages or still uses Lead Pages right now. But while I was there, I couldn't have a list. I couldn't have a business. And so I had this old decrepit Excel spreadsheet, right?
That was your list?
Yeah. That was my list of 2,500 people. And I invited them to take my quiz. And within 2 weeks, I had 500 people back on my email list.
All right, now.
This works, but it gets even better, WendyY. So about a year later, because I worked at 500 people, and I was building my coaching practice, and it was okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a year later, I had about 1,700 people on my email list, and I said, well, what if I just get more eyes on it? And so I used a Facebook ad, and in 4 months, we took our email list from 1,700 subscribers to over 12,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
4 months.
Yeah, that's past that tipping point when you can actually begin to earn money from your list.
Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Amazing. All with quizzes?
All with a quiz. One Facebook ad. And I never had to worry about where my next client was coming from. And I realized that I was onto something. And so when I was going back to figuring out what can I do for my clients, they needed to be in front of more people. Like distribution is the big issue. How do I get my content and my offers in front of the right people? And so quizzes is an amazing way to do that. And so we expand a little bit beyond just quizzes, so we start with that, but then we will also help you drive traffic with Facebook ads and YouTube ads. And then on the back end, we handle email marketing. So we write email newsletters for clients as well.
Ooh. I know a lot of people listening and watching are going, yes, yes, yes. Who do you typically serve?
So we serve coaches, consultants, and CEOs. We target a couple of niches. One of the niches that we spend a lot of time in are people in like the wealth building and financial consulting space because they're experts at what they do, but marketing is definitely not their first language. But then we also have a lot of professional service firms as well because, again, these are people that are focused on their craft, their experience that they've gotten from either working a day job and then switching over to being an entrepreneur. But again, if marketing is not your first language, it's a skill that you can learn, but it's also a craft that you need to be able to practice consistently. And that's what we do.
Yeah. And I love that you instill confidence in your clients as the handoff, the go-to team that they can count on to do that stuff that they don't love. And I'm saying they, but can I just tell you, I mean, we, because, you know, I love sales and marketing. I teach it. That's what I coach on. But, you know, I'm like the cobbler's kids who doesn't have shoes. I'm better than I used to be, you know, in terms of consistency and my message and everything. But marketing these days is very different than it was when I started 19 years ago. It's even different, you know, 2 years ago than it was 2 years ago. What do you see as those differences?
Well, you know, the main difference I see is that a lot of people who used to rely on word of mouth marketing and referral marketing, they can't do that anymore. And they realize that in order to be competitive, they have to have a more steady stream of referrals or a more steady stream of leads coming in, and referrals and just waiting on word of mouth wasn't doing it. You know, that would work. And then you'd have those ups and downs, right? You know, 3 months, you know, you're great. And then 2 months is horrible while you're waiting for more referrals to come in.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that's one of the things that I've seen, you know, change. Another thing I've seen is people really want personal connections. You know, like, yes, social media is great. And you want to use social media to be visible, but to also balance it out with that organic side of things so that you're reaching out to people personally and connecting with them. And I think sometimes Instagram, Facebook, like the whole idea of I'll just put out a video, I'll just put out a reel, and then everybody's going to see my stuff. Like it's made us lazy. Right? Because we think I'll just do that. I'll throw some money on ads and then I'll have a business. When in reality, people are not just buying from a reel or from a TikTok video. They're buying from you. And so that personal connection and the organic reach is still really, really powerful. But you got a lot of people that just don't want to do it. They don't want to be marketers, or they say, I don't like sales. But I'm like, oh my gosh, how can you be an entrepreneur and not like sales?
Yeah,
sales brings in money.
It because sales is what gets you paid and helps you to sustain your business. I get it. Yeah. So let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll step into our profitable wisdom segment. Sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Being a member of a business mastermind can lead to exponential growth in your coaching business and in your bottom line. But how do you know if the mastermind is right for you? The right mastermind offers an opportunity for you to discover new growth insights and proven business strategies while putting them into practice with the right tools to grow and scale your coaching business. The right mastermind connects you to other high-achieving coaches so you can partner and collaborate. The right mastermind guides your efforts to grow and scale your coaching business. In just a few days, I'm hosting an information call so you can discover how to reserve your seat in the Profitable Coaches Mastermind. You can get all the details at profitablecoachesmastermind.com. You're invited to join this group networking and strategy call, and it's absolutely free. And so is the mastermind. That's right, the Profitable Coaching Mastermind is a high-value complementary opportunity for you to discover how to grow your coaching business. It's also a hands-on workshop designed to offer strategy to scale your coaching business. It's also an activation session with implementation tools you can use to grow and scale your coaching business. That's right, the Profitable Coaching Mastermind is totally complimentary. So save your spot so you can discover how to join the mastermind. This is not a sales call. Nothing will be sold. There will be no selling. There will be no offer. It is an opportunity, so save your spot. This is your opportunity for a collaborative interview, and you get to ask questions and get answers. Hi, Income Acceleration Mentor WendyY Bailey here, and I'm so excited about the Profitable Coaches Mastermind. The information call is designed to give you a little bit more information about it and for you to sort of decide if it's the right time for you at this point. Remember, the information call is complimentary, and so is the mastermind. I'm so excited about it because I got to tell you, I have pulled 3 key pieces out of my body of work. We're going to talk in the mastermind about predictable coaching income. We're going to talk about business operations. And we're also going to talk about how you put your productivity into overdrive to create the sustainability in your coaching business. So be sure to sign up for the information call. I'm going to give you all the skinny when we meet. And I hope to see you in the mastermind as well. See you then.
Hey, this is Tanya Smith, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with WendyY Bailey. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment now so that you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Allison Lex here with Jenny Wright, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with WendyY Bailey.
Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Rashonda Pratt, known online as The Rose Show Live, and you're tuned in to Profitable Coaching Conversations with WendyY Bailey. Make sure to like, comment, review, subscribe so you'll know when the next conversation goes live.
So welcome back. We've been talking with instructional designer turned quiz master, Ty Goodwin, and we're going to jump into our Profitable Wisdom segment. So the first question I always ask everyone is, who's had the greatest influence on you in your lifetime?
My daughter. Definitely my daughter. She's 19. And so she's the reason.
I get it.
Yeah, she's the reason I started my business, because I wanted to work at home. I didn't want to, have to put her in so much daycare, and it didn't 100% work out that way. But she's inspired me to become the entrepreneur I am today, because as a teacher, I used to be a teacher, and one of the things I hated was we would tell our kids to go to school, to do their homework so they could get into a good college and get a good job, but then they would come home every day and hate our job. And I didn't want that to be true for her. I didn't want to be a hypocrite. And so she really inspired me to practice what I teach. And so I wanted to build a business to show her what was possible, but also so I could love what I do. And so when I say, Shayna, what's her name? I say, go for your goals. It wasn't like go for your goals, but come home every day and hate what you do.
Yeah, there was integrity in you saying that and meaning it, because you're living it now.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. And what's the best business advice you've ever received? How long have you been in your business, Ty?
Officially, I've always had a side hustle for the last 19 years, but this business in this version, we've been at 2.5 years in this version of it. The best business advice that I've ever received is from one of my favorite mentors, and she said, "You are not for everybody, and everybody is not for you." A lot of us as women, we try to think that we've got to save the world. We've got to help everybody. And giving myself that permission to say, you know what? I am not for everybody, and everybody sure ain't for me. Right? And not feel guilty about it. Not feel guilty about it, right? But just own that and just embrace that space. That's probably been the best advice that I've ever been given.
Yeah, I think it's amazing advice, because I'm telling you, for years, I would work with whoever showed up. And what I realized, first, I'm an empath. And then I realized that it didn't serve me well or my business well, because I was trying to either come down to the place that they needed me to be and not shining at my fullest level, at my greatest height. And it makes a difference. You're preaching to the choir, girl, because I'm telling you, so many people try to almost grab people and hit them over the head and say, "You're my client," when they're really not. When they're really not.
Well, we always talk about marketing in terms of dating, and that's exactly what it's like. People will come to the say, well, my clients don't pay me. My ideal clients, they can't afford me. Well, that is not true, because your ideal clients, by definition, are people who can afford to pay you. But then if it's like if you're dating, like if you went somewhere to like a restaurant or to a bar, you know, and people just kept coming up to you, you would just say, okay, well, these are all loser people. And I guess since losers keep coming to me, I'm just going to date losers. You'd be like, no, I'm either going to go somewhere else, right? And I'm going to deter the people that I don't want to talk to. And it's the same thing with our marketing. Who do you want to attract? And once you get that really clear,
ideal client.
Yes, let me upgrade you. That's what Beyonce said, right?
Yeah, that's what you said. And there's truth in that. What do they say? Hashtag facts. For sure.
Yes,
so what's the largest single sale you've ever had? What were the circumstances? What was the amount? And what did you celebrate?
Oh, goodness. I'm trying to think because there were two stories that came to mind with this. And, well, I'll share this one because it really made a difference for me. The first time was when I raised my packages for the done for you services that we do, a done for you, complete done for you quiz funnel that we build. And I raised my services, my price to $7,500 for like the full package. And I sold 2 of them within 1 week. And it had such a big impact on me because before I was in that space, you know, like probably a lot of your listeners have been or in that space right now. Well, I don't know if people are going to pay for it. And and you know what? I put my big girl panties on. I said, listen, for all the work that we're doing, right? Like it's 35 steps to build a quiz. I don't know if anybody knows that. We know it because we've got our systems in place.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of steps. And that's not even including like the landing page and the emails. That's just to build the quiz. So when we put it all together, that $7,500 package that we're offering, like now, you know, like that's like our standard package. But at the time, raising my rates and signing 2 people that same week was like everything to me. That was my biggest one-time sale.
It was validation and confirmation that you were ready to step into that space of asking $7,500 for your package because you knew you were worth it at that point.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it. So what did you do to celebrate?
I think I booked a trip.
That was that's pre-COVID for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely pre-COVID. And, you know, I said, you know what? We're going to book a trip. And I like to travel. I like to read. And so, and it's like, we don't take like big like trips to Europe or anything like that, but I love doing road trips and going to independent bookstores. And so for that one, we ended up driving to Chicago. At the time I was living in Minnesota. It was a 6-hour road trip over to Chicago. And, you know, Chicago's one of my favorite places to hang out. And so that's what we did.
Very cool city. Chicago is one of my favorites as well. My best friend lives there. So I when COVID is over, I'm getting on a plane to go to Chicago. So I get it.
Yes.
We all have those times when we feel like giving up and, you know, throwing in the towel. I don't care where we are or how long we've been in business. It still hits us, even if it's just for a fleeting moment. What has helped you to move through those times and stay the course in your business?
Oh, wow.
Probably a bunch of stuff.
A lot of things. You know, but one of the things was one of the something that my mentor said to me, and I'm going to share this because it's something that I talk about because I think as entrepreneurs we need to. A lot of us that are entrepreneurs, we've got some mental health stuff that we deal with, and as somebody who you know, manages and thrives with bipolar disorder. And I disclose that because, you know, that's something that we do need to talk about. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that, you know, end up, you know, not in a good place because we don't talk about it enough. And I was going through a really rough period. And she said to me, you don't get to hide. You don't get to hide. And there are some people that we don't get to hide. Right, because there are other people that are waiting for this, and I wrote a book.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
called "Girlfriend, It's Your Time." And one of the things that we say in that book is one of the things that I wrote is that there are people who can't step into their purpose until you step into yours. And so, me showing up and doing the work that I do, especially in this marketing tech space, there's not a lot of people that look like me. You know, in this space. That's true. I can't tell you how many women come to me and say, I've been looking for somebody who looks like you, who does what you do. And so I don't get to hide. And that always pulls me out of that funk of, I'm an introvert and an empath just like you. And so my mode is let me shut down, let me hide, let me not talk to people. And I have to, I don't get to hide, but I do protect my space. And I make sure I try to make sure I get sleep.
For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. But that pulls me out of it because I realize that what I'm doing, it's bigger than just me.
Yeah.
And I don't love get to hide.
And sometimes you have to say things like that. And let me put it in a different way. Sometimes as someone in that same space, I have a different mental illness, major depressive disorder, but the same is true for me. So hearing that today was really, really impactful and powerful for me. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's true. People are waiting on me and I'm, not feeling good. That's how I phrase it when I'm struggling a little bit. So yeah, I get it. And thank you for that. Because people are waiting on me. I get it.
Yeah, so you're freaking brilliant. You're freaking brilliant, WendyY. We need you.
It's funny because sometimes I say that to myself and I don't feel cocky. I don't feel arrogant. I know what I know. You know what I mean? I know what I know. Yeah. So to hear you say that, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. So what's been your greatest personal accomplishment outside of your business?
Oh, my greatest personal accomplishment, raising a daughter that I love. And
yeah, I knew it was good. It had to be, because if it was anything else, I would have been like, wait, what?
Yeah, I like my kid. And, I remember when she was getting into like the 15, 16s and people say, oh my gosh, you got a teenager. I have never had to, I like spending time with my kid, hanging out, with her. She's just an amazing person. I'm enjoying watching her become a woman and fumble through and stumble through, but just grow graciously. And, I always say, like, every time she has a birthday, I'm like, yay, you've got like 90 years and I didn't break you. I'm so happy.
And they don't come with instructions. So whatever you do really does make a difference in their lives. So I get it. My son is 31, So I get it. I'm just as proud of him as I can be for that same reason. I like him, I like him.
Absolutely.
We have fun talking and we're like that. And, I thought I broke him at one point, but then I realized I didn't. You know what I mean? Like something happened and I was like, oh my gosh, what a terrible mom I am, And then I was like, you know what? He's not broken. He bounced back from that pretty good. We're all right. We're all right. He's okay.
Yeah.
That's great. So when we come back, you're gonna share your parting thoughts. Sound good?
Yes, absolutely.
Being a member of a business mastermind can lead to exponential growth in your coaching business and in your bottom line. But how do you know if the mastermind is right for you? The right mastermind offers an opportunity for you to discover new growth insights and proven business strategies while putting them into practice with the right tools to grow and scale your coaching business. The right mastermind connects you to other high-achieving coaches so you can partner and collaborate. The right mastermind guides your efforts to grow and scale your coaching business. In just a few days, I'm hosting an information call so you can discover how to reserve your seat in the Profitable Coaches Mastermind. You can get all the details at profitablecoachesmastermind.com. You're invited to join this group networking and strategy call, and it's absolutely free. And so is the mastermind. That's right, the Profitable Coaching Mastermind is a high-value complementary opportunity for you to discover how to grow your coaching business. It's also a hands-on workshop designed to offer strategy to scale your coaching business. It's also an activation session with implementation tools you can use to grow and scale your coaching business. That's right, the Profitable Coaching Mastermind is totally complimentary. So save your spot so you can discover how to join the mastermind. This is not a sales call. Nothing will be sold. There will be no selling. There will be no offer. It is an opportunity, so save your spot. This is your opportunity for a collaborative interview, and you get to ask questions and get answers. Hi, Income Acceleration Mentor WendyY Bailey here, and I'm so excited about the Profitable Coaches Mastermind. The information call is designed to give you a little bit more information about it and for you to sort of decide if it's the right time for you at this point. Remember, the information call is complimentary, and so is the mastermind. I'm so excited about it because I got to tell you, I have pulled 3 key pieces out of my body of work. We're going to talk in the mastermind about predictable coaching income. We're going to talk about business operations. And we're also going to talk about how you put your productivity into overdrive to create the sustainability in your coaching business. So be sure to sign up for the information call. I'm going to give you all the skinny when we meet. And I hope to see you in the mastermind as well. See you then.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Victor, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with WendyY Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Lee Chambers, and you're tuned into the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with WendyY Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hey there, I'm Ty Goodwin, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with WendyY Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
So welcome back. We're talking with quiz master Ty Goodwin, and we've had a lot of conversation about a lot of different things, Ty. If there's one thing that you really want our audience to zone into, what would that one thought be? Think of it as your nugget, the one thing that of all the things we've talked about, you want them to walk away with.
So the one thing that I always want people to walk away with is understanding the value of marketing strategy. There are so many people out there that can do a whole lot of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. They say, I can do your social media, I can do your website, I can do this, I can do this, I can do a quiz for you. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a strategy, none of the stuff that you are doing is going to make you money. And I'll be the first person to turn somebody down for a quiz. As much as I love building it, I'll be like, you're not ready for a quiz because I need to be in integrity about what I'm doing. But it's because if you don't have a strategy, if you don't know who you serve, what problem you solve, and if you don't know how you solve it and you're not priced at the best place for you, you don't need to step into this marketing game because you will end up losing.
Yeah. Yeah. People think that if they throw some money at a problem, that solves the whole thing. But strategy trumps money any and every day. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have that, your money is wasted in whatever you do. So I love
absolutely.
That. I love that. That's a huge nugget for you guys. You know, that's you got to pay attention to that because like I'm seconding that motion because I'm like, yes, I've seen too many businesses fail or too many launches fail because people didn't have a strategy. They just threw money at it and, you know, they tried to DIY it. So I love that your team is in place to support folks who want a strategy, who have a strategy, and you can implement and support them and fill in those gaps. So I love that. I love that. Ty, thank you so much for being here.
It has been my absolute pleasure. We have to hang out some more sometime. This was so much fun. I love your community. I love your energy. And I love your commitment to your tribe. Like I've watched you over the years, like we talked about that at the beginning. And, you know, you just have an amazing commitment to your people. And I so respect that and appreciate that about you, WendyY.
Thank you so much for saying that. I really, really appreciate it. It's nice to know that people notice. It's nice to know that you see that in what I do. The biggest challenge, I think, for any entrepreneur is consistency. And what I've learned over the many years I've been in business is consistency, whatever that is for you, builds trust with your tribe. So the more consistent you are with your tribe, with your followers, with your community, it's just going to make a world of difference in terms of loyalty, in terms of investment, when they're ready to spend money with you, that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Yeah,
absolutely.
So come back next time for another episode of the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show. Be sure to check us out and join our community at profitablecoachingsociety.com. It's a growing community of coaches and other transformation experts just like you, who are there to grow our coaching businesses. See you next time, guys.
Thanks so much for tuning into Profitable Coaching Conversations with WendyY Bailey. Be sure to join us at the after party at www.profitablecoachingsociety.com. We'll see you next time for more sales and marketing wisdom and insight from WendyY and her amazing guests. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when new episodes are posted.